Time is convoluted. In Anno, Londra, Lordran, wherever the fuck I am. And in Dark Souls. Hello there. Welcome to the other character that was mentioned probably some point earlier on. Isn't she a bit of a bloody edgy badass? With this dark cloak and giant scythe. You would think I am imitating some sort of mythological character used in all kinds of life and death mythology, but who knows. You may have just watched one character fight the four kings and trounce them, sort of. Now watch another character trounce the four kings with an even more broken weapon. Boom. Alright. Where are you boys? Maybe gonna be kind of boring watching someone fight the same boss twice in a row. But believe me, this weapon... Wow, that's new. I haven't seen that before. Psycho Cutter! What the hell? Ow. Oh, what the? That was a bit embarrassing. I was expecting not to have any trouble fighting those bosses at all. Oh, and I'm not even... Didn't even go to the Firelink Shrine. Can I upgrade this? Do I have the... Oh, I need some souls. Alright, cool. So, if you were watching me fight this boss just previously, you probably would have seen... Oh, I also got upgraded to the slab. Alright, there you go, slab. I haven't had the achievement yet. This is my first plus 15 weapon in my entire history of playing Dark Souls 1. Whoops. Anyway, if you just watched the previous boss fight, you saw that that guy never used that attack at all. And then he just started to spam it. And I also had to deal with the bloody Psycho Cutter thing that does not go away. What the hell? Alright, how much damage am I doing? 428 based on this. Not including the damage bonus from two-handing. And the potential to get more damage by boosting my dexterity up to 40, which is pretty much the soft cap. Then at that point we are doing about the greatest amount of damage we can do in the game. So I'm going to cut back to when we get back to the boss. And hopefully it doesn't start spamming fucking magic blast at us. Just made it. There's my previous corpse. Alright, we're back. That was like literally 2 seconds with me just running. Where is he? There he is. Alright, let's... Hopefully we don't get our asses pushed in. Damn it, Psycho Cutter immediately. Just gonna take this thing. Ah, oh, for crying out loud! Oh. Why am I having so much trouble? I had none of these issues. I'm having so many issues with this. Alright. well. Whee. Boom. Alright, we're back. One down. So what I had a little epiphany and thought, what was the one thing that got me through the previous Four Kings run? And holy shit, you shithead, you literally just backed away so you could trigger your own fucking Psycho Cutter. I'm just gonna. I need to heal, I need to heal. Get you. Oh, I need to. Fuck! I'm even cutting in here. Oh. Alright, cool. I don't know if that's the right. I think it's supposed to be this way. Yes. So we need to get in nice and close before he uses his fucking Psycho Cutter every fucking time. Alright. It just doesn't go away. And they're fucking it. Damn it, that should be two-handing my weapon. Alright, that's one down. I'm gonna heal. Next one should be over. Oh, he's already spawned. Alright. Is he gonna back up? No, he's not. Alright, so we can probably get him this time. Alright, let's get my stamina back. Him. Alright, that's two down. Here's my paltry Son of Souls. Let's keep the camera on a swivel. There he is. Alright, this one's going to Psycho Cutter me, unless he gets in really close really fast. He didn't. Alright, that's good. Let's get his stamina back. Oh, he grabbed me. I'm the trigger button. And we should be moments away from the next one popping in. There he is. Right. So the thing about his weapon is that... Fuck! Oh, every time I can smash my way through it. And he's just like this scythe where it does more damage if you're hit just the edge properly. Oh man, I did it again where I fucking have a little bit of sliver of health left. I'm sorry, but I've never experienced that level of bullshit until right that very fucking moment where I was doing fucking fine. And I thought I was win, but no, apparently there's 5 kings in the 4 kings boss fight. That is pure fucking bullshit. This is taking way longer than it fucking should, just to sheer amounts of RNG bullshit happening. I fucking fought through 2 grabs. And all 4 of them, only to have not done enough like leftover damage. So that happens when the damage you deal. Sorry. Oh, sorry, I have to kill you now. Isn't when you kill each one of them, a bit of damage you do bleeds over into the grand total life total. But in that case, it wasn't quite enough, and so I had to kill one last one, which of course just killed me. I'm very annoyed right now because enemy tries I've done, but any more than 1 try is too many because this should have been done in 1 go. But no, the AI is acting way more differently. Oh, don't fucking die to these guys now. Come on. Alright, we'll cut back in when I win this fucking fight. And I have no idea which way I'm meant to go. Where is he? There he is. Ah, bullshit. Hitboxes. No. Fucking run away. Oh, there's no way to avoid that. Holy shit. You're gonna back up so you can suck out of me again, you asshole? Killed that one way too fast. There he is. Look at their legs. The legs are really fucking skinny. Wow, that literally, you have to be able to light roll. Alright, now he's fucking psycho cuddling me. We're gonna gonna take this second hit. I'm gonna heal that bit of damage because who the fuck knows what could happen. Here's the last one. Probably not the last one, given what happened last time. No, that was a better idea. Wow, we have even more life left over this time. What the hell? Was I too good for this fucking boss fight? Come on, you fifth of the fourth kings. There he is. There we go. Controller's rumbling a hell of a lot. Bequeath Lord Soul. And because we didn't mess up like we did in the actual main playthrough, we've got a new character to talk to. Hello there.
Greetings, undead warrior. I am the primordial serpent, Darkstalker Kaf. I can guide thee and illuminate the truth. The truth I shall share without sentiment. After the advent of fire, the ancient lords found the three souls, but your progenitor found a fourth, unique soul, the Dark Soul. Your ancestor claimed the Dark Soul and waited for fire to subside, and soon the flames did fade, and only dark remained. Thus began the Age of Men, the Age of Dark. However, Lord Gwyn trembled at the dark, clinging to his Age of Fire, and in dire fear of humans, and the Dark Lord who would one day be born amongst them. Lord Gwyn resisted the course of nature by sacrificing himself to link the fire and commanding his children to shepherd the humans. Gwyn has blurred your past to prevent the birth of the Dark Lord. I am the primordial serpent. I seek to right the wrongs of the past, to discover our true lord. But the other serpent, Frampt, lost his sense and befriended Lord Gwyn. Undead warrior, we stand at a crossroads. Only I know the truth about your fate. You must destroy the fading Lord Gwyn, who has coddled fire and resisted nature, and become the fourth Lord, so that you may usher in an age of dark. Very well. I shall now guide you to Gwyn's prison. Be still, and trust thine flesh to me.
So yeah, essentially... Yeah, that's always gross. Essentially, once this is all over...
This is Gwyn's prison. Now, place the Lord Vessel upon the altar.
Yeah, so essentially... Frampt refers to this as Lord Gwyn's, like, throne. Cayde refers to it as Lord Gwyn's prison. Now what it seems that Cayde is telling us is that Lord Gwyn was apparently hiding or stopping what was meant to happen from happening. That's a terrible way of explaining it. But at the beginning, the opening cinematic, you see a small little, what seems to be like a hollowed out undead, picking up a tiny little soul. That's the furtive pygmy, which is pretty much the only time that's referenced. And then never again in the Dark Souls lore is that ever referenced again. Which is kind of interesting. It really just beholds how unknown this little character is. But what that's saying is that that little undead was the progenitor of humanity and civilization in a way. And that the fire is the unnatural side of things. That the gods fighting the dragons and all the creatures that live in this world are all unnatural, supposedly. And are against the way of nature. And that humans and that darkness that comes with humans is apparently how things are meant to be. That scythe looks a bit silly on my back. Alright, now that lets us fight the remaining Lord Souls. Ding, ding. There we go. So one thing I did wrong in the good playthrough is that to go this way, you have to kill Sif and get the Covenant of Artorias. Now, what I could have done is, what I did do is give the Lord Vessel to Frampt on the other character, go to the Great Library, get the Broken Pendant, and then do the DLC. And then after doing the DLC, you can go back to Sif, and then blah, blah, blah. You get a little bit of extra content rather than just fighting against this really unhappy wolf. I fucked it up on that end, but I didn't know what the sequence was because I didn't know a lot of things I didn't know. I didn't remember about the game.
Very well. Once the vessel is filled, seek grave fill, then the gate will open.
Oops, I shouldn't skip his
that
dialogue.
You may kill Gwyn.
Just kill him.
Are you then? Let us return to the abyss. Entrust thine flesh to me.
Yeah. We're entrusting our flesh to many things, apparently. Yeah, man, my girl's screaming there. Ugh. Just, that was awkward. Alright.
If you the legendary it can and carve.
Yeah, so you can enter the Dark Race. I'm not really fussed about it.
Undead warrior. To speak now is premature.
Premature.
It begins with your
What do you recruit the Lord Vessel? Asshole. Alright. Nope, I haven't even lit this bonfire yet. And we get 2 levels. I'll just bump our health up. But yeah, this character is was an interesting experience to start with. Look. Alright, I think I can take off. Oh yeah, I didn't even have the Hevel's Ring on. Whatever I want. So, after beating the Silent Demon, this character basically was throwing myself through the undead zone to immediately grab the Great Scythe at the start of the game. And it took a while, and it almost looked like I was in a spot that I couldn't get out of. Because I took the first bonfire in the undead area. And then once I got the Great Scythe, it was a case of, oh shit, can I even get out of here? Unfortunately, I just made it out and managed to proceed with the rest of the game with this extremely broken weapon that 250 base damage with 178 scaling, with A scaling, and I still can bump up my dexterity to 40 before the soft cap comes in, which is pretty freaking awesome. I don't have enough souls on to level up. Oh well. What I've also gotten with this character is the Silver Knight Straight Sword that I farmed for, which is a sweet straight sword. It has no stab, but it does have a really cool moveset. I think is very versatile, and wow, I may as well get my souls while I'm here. I don't know how many there are. And I also played around with the S-Tok a bit. Just about that, and it was a fun weapon to have on the side. Just a stab at individual guys, because in closed up spaces the scythe isn't the most weapon because it has such a long reach. It just bounces off everything. Wow, this weapon is pretty cool. I like it. It's sweet moveset, tons of power. It's got one more level to upgrade. But on that note, that's it with this character. This character will be continued on the side, because essentially we want to expose both endings of the game. And we will do that with this character being the Dark Lord, and the other character being the goody two shoes, fire linking, whatever dude.